Thompson, you're stressing me out.
Oh, that's what my job is.
This is the what now?
Larynx. Or larynx if you're aerial. There's a thyroid gland on here. On the outside, they only put on the one side. These things are tracheal rings, cartilage, and then there are little tracheal ligaments that hold them together. And then there's a membrane down the back here that these tracheal rings don't go all the way around. They stop. They're kind of like horseshoes. And they're spring-loaded so that if you cut this membrane, the thing pops open. On a healthier, not, what do I want to say, on a dissected specimen, not on a plastic. This ring of cartilage that comes, this whole thing here is the larynx. Just that part of it is the larynx. And these two are major cartilages of the larynx. This big broad one is the old Adam's apple cartilage, and its name is thyroid cartilage. And this cartilage ring here is called the cricoid, and it's built a little bit like a ring. You know, there's a portion of it that's fairly large that would sit on the top, and the band itself. Anyway, these two cartilages are relatively fixed. They don't do much of anything but just construct the box that we call the larynx. But back here there are two smaller cartilages called a arytenoid, and then there's some others that are of some note but not to us. But this arytenoid cartilage, you can kind of tell by this structure here, has muscle attached to it. And these muscles can actually move that cartilage around. And attached to that cartilage on the inside are the vocal cords. So by changing the position of the arytenoid cartilage, you can change the tension and sort of location of the vocal cord. Actually, this is the true vocal cord here on the deeper side of the larynx. On the upper side is one they call the false vocal cords. And what else? Well, let's see here. If I put this kind of back together, this sort of shovel-shaped thing sticking out is the epiglottis. I suppose the number 20 on here is what they're after. And then on the outside, once again, this ring of white stuff is actually a bone called the hyoid bone. And the hyoid bone is one you hear about getting broken when people get strangled. Yeehaw. And then there is this ligament here. This ligament runs from the hyoid bone to the thyroid bone, and it's labeled what those names are, the thyrohyoid ligament. And that makes up some of that too.
Can I grab a kidney?
She's going to grab a kidney. And that's basically all there is to it.